Alright, BobalosRex here, and it's Monday, so you know what video series I'm doing on Mondays right now. Most iconic sets of World of Warcraft. We're talking entire tier sets. What is the most iconic from each expansion? And it's my warrior with the shields, making it very obvious which one I chose. And let's talk about it. So I picked Firelands, alright, as the most iconic Cataclysm set. I did take a look at the PvP sets, because I know Cataclysm was big for PvP people, and they all sucked, in my opinion. Alright, this is my video, my opinion, most iconic sets. The classic one I feel like is across the board, 100% true. Each one after, it's getting more and more varied, because we're getting more and more variety, you know? But Firelands set continues the trend of making armor themed. You know, we're now in the theming of armor around what's going on in the raids. You kind of see, you'll see in the tier 11. This is tier 12, and you'll also see it in tier 13. But let's go through it. So I got my warrior rocking, you know, the tank weapon, the shields. He's looking fierce. And it's themed after a fire giant. Boom. Alright, you got Rogue, the Dark Phoenix. Rocking a sword and a dagger, you know. He looking like Nightwing. Darkwing Duck. Then, I actually really like this set on DK. It makes me think Dragoon. Like a Dragoon class character. And then he's rocking Sulfurous. You know, the Hand of Rag. This is the reborn one. I gotta make the legit one, but I have the hammer made on my warrior. Oh, he lost his gloves. Did he have his gloves on before? No, maybe I had goofed it before. Alright, but you got the gist of what it looked like. The Paladin set here is one of my favorites. Legit. I love the Flaming Paladin set. Flaming Justice. I think it was a really good set. You know, definitely one of my faves. And this shield is not from Firelands. I just think it looks good. You got the Hunter set, which I do not like on Panda at all. Could have looked good on some people. Yes, it's themed after the Salamanders. I think they're kind of called that, but they're the Firewalkers. Or are they Wakers? Flame Wakers? Flamewalkers? Yeah, these guys. You know what I'm talking about. Major Domo, Lucifron. You know, the fellas. Then you got the Druid armor and the staff. I do have this staff, but not on this tune, on my Warlock, which gets you a mount. There are lots of mounts in Firelands. Farming Firelands is really easy too. It's really easy. It also gets that Druid form. So, there's that. This set is really good, but I really like the helm, and I mixed the helm with the tier 11, and I think that looks really good. I really like the helm on Worgen, especially. But overall, it's a good set. You know, too bad it doesn't have robes. And then you got Shaman over here, looking like a Fire Lord themselves. You got the Flaming Crown. You got these big shoulders. You got the chains, the sigils, and see, I got the mace, and then I'm rocking that same shield that's not from Firelands, but it just looks good. Then you got Mage, going for the Firebird. You know, again, themed after something in the Firelands, the Firehawks. You know, this one's purple. So I gave him a Dragon Sword sword, actually. I don't know where this offhand's from, but it looks good. And then we got Warlock. So, I'm going to be real. Out of all the sets in Cataclysm, the next tier is the one I like for Warlock, not this one. But it's Spider-Man themed. You know, you got the webs. You know, it's Bale's spider. It's themed after those flaming spiders. So it does stick to theme. Get the full hood apparently, and then just that spider on top. It's not for me, but if you like spiders, this could be good. And then you got Priest, which I actually think is a pretty good preset. I kind of don't like how it looks on Undead. But it is a decent set overall. You know, he's rocking some Firelands weapons as well. Offhand, wand. And overall, the preset, I think, looks pretty good. You know, and it is themed after the Firelands. Like, we moved away. Remember when I talked about Wrath and it was designed after Scourge units? These were kind of designed after some Firelands creatures. Some more than others. But yeah, overall, that's what it went for. Is it was themed around the Firelands. Now, let's look at all of the tiers. Now, I am using WoWWiki. WoWWiki is back. And let's look at, yeah, so we'll take a close-up here. Let's try to make this a little bit bigger. Because, like I said, to me, the Cata sets did really good across the board. You know, we're really starting to improve. But if we look at tier 11 normal, it's got some decent sets. Like, I like part of the Druid set. The Mage set could have fit in the Firelands, actually, which is interesting. The Rogue set themed after the Genie. And then just the Warrior set I kind of like, but most of these sets kind of meh for tier 11. But then we come down here to tier 12, the Firelands set. The set my DK had looking good. You got the Druid set, so that's the Flamin' version. There's the Hunter on Not a Panda. Alright, there's the Hunter on Not a Panda. There's the Red Firebird, because this is the normal version. So we're getting to see the different colors here. You know, you got the Rogue, and then the Shaman, and then there's the Warlock we saw, and then the Warrior set. And you can look at tier 13. Here's the thing. There's some tier 13 that I really like. Here, I need to do this, or it's going to be cut off. Alright, so there's some good tier 13. You know? I use the Druid set. I like the Shaman and the Warlock set. Not a big fan of the Warrior set. So, tier 13 had some decent ones, but I wasn't going to pick it for this. No. And then let's look at the Heroic versions. You know, for tier 11, again, you got some good ones. The Mage set is pretty iconic for some. But most of the others, other than the Warrior, I don't like at all. Then you look at tier 12, you got, you know, different colored Dragoon, you got the Purple Flame, you got the souped up Flame Walker, Firehawk, the really cool Paladin set, the Priest set looks good, the Rogue set looks good, the Shaman set looks like a Shaman. Then you got the Purple Spider, which looks better for Warlock, and then the Flamin' Hot Magma Warrior. And then we come down to tier 13. Definitely got some good ones. I'll give it that. Y'all heard my favorites. But to me, the most iconic set of Cataclysm is the Firelands tier. Tier 12. It looks so good to me. And that's my most iconic set of Cata. Now, next week, it will be post-BlizzCon. So, maybe I'll skip a week and talk about some new transmog stuff being announced at BlizzCon. So this may skip a week, but the next time I come back to this will be on a Monday, and it will be the most iconic sets of Pandaria. Now, will we get spicy in Pandaria? Maybe, but as we move onward, I'm gonna have some curveballs in here. Just y'all wait. But anyways, thank you for watching as always, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.